We continue our Shark Week in partnership with the Discovery Channel with a look at how shark populations are monitored. Here's CBS News science and technology correspondent Daniel Sieberg. Been a great week all week this week.
Yes, survived so far, intact. Good morning, Harry. Determining the number of sharks in the ocean and figuring out exactly where they go are among nature's great mysteries. Sharks are rather antisocial creatures, preferring to hunt and travel alone, which makes tracking them even more difficult. So we went to the Bahamas to watch up close as researchers try to keep tabs on these predators of the deep. To understand how things like climate change or food supply is affecting the migration behavior of sharks, researchers must tag them, an extremely tricky process. Why is it so important to know where sharks go?
It's really important to know where sharks go so that we can preserve them.
I tagged along with researchers and members of the Stewart Cove diving operation in Nassau, Bahamas, as they assisted with a Canadian study on Caribbean reef sharks. You've been bitten yourself?
Yeah, I've been bitten a couple times, and it's more like the adrenaline rush at the moment, but then when you realize what's happened, then you're like, oh my God, I've been bitten by a shark.
To reduce the risk of being bitten, the divers doing the tagging clad themselves in metal suits called chainmail. For everyone else, including me, it's all about slow and steady and remembering to breathe.
You want to keep your hands in close.
Using underwater audio, marine biologist Andy DeHart narrates this unique shark encounter.
Sharks see high contrast color, so our white hands could potentially look like a bit of fish. So that's why we keep our hands in close.
At a depth of about 40 feet, divers bait the water and bring the otherwise solitary sharks together in the same place.
The amazing thing you can see is Chain's been in there a while. He's got probably 25 sharks around him. He's got a bait box right at his feet. Nobody's ever tried to bite him.
Since tagging a shark underwater could be like riding a bucking bronco with razor-sharp teeth, a bizarre process called tonic immobility is used.
Certainly, we can't take that for granted. We always have to respect these animals. The amazing thing is, who would have ever thought that you could grab a shark, hug it, put it to sleep, and then tag it?
It looks like magic, but it's really a kind of natural anesthesia created by carefully stimulating the sharks under their snout, where they have sensitive receptors.
Although this might look uncomfortable to the shark, it's just a pressure that the shark doesn't like.
If these sharks are caught by fishermen, a reward is offered for details about the animal, including where the catch was made. In addition to tags that rely on compliance from fishermen, electronic tags are being tested in the waters of the Bahamas. These devices send a ping to underwater receivers anytime the shark swims nearby. It's all part of getting a better look at these highly evolved creatures.
My direct goal is to make everybody love sharks, but I know there's always going to be some sense in our minds, a little bit of fear of sharks, and that's also kind of equated to the fear of the unknown.
Getting comfortable with sharks is certainly a relative term. By the end of the trip, though, I was much more at ease. And researchers like Andy DeHart hope that in addition to scientists learning more about sharks, the rest of us will understand the need to conserve their dwindling numbers.
So did you try that shark hypnosis with the little scratching?
I opted out of that process.
Okay.
I wasn't wearing the chainmail, so I thought it might be a little risky.
And the most important thing they're learning from this research
is that they travel actually great distances. I mean, in one case, they used satellite monitoring to see a shark go from South Africa to Australia and back, and that's a pretty fair distance.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Great stuff all week this week. Daniel Sieberg, thank you.